social media do you use the most in your professional life?
The most is Twitter, although
Right.
Facebook still plays a fair part, and Google Plus to a lesser extent.
Okay. Why do you use Twitter the most, man? What is your reason?
Well, what I found with Twitter is that it's the most publishable social networking site, because Facebook has all these security lockdowns, so you share things with your friends, you share with people who you have pre-authorized, whereas Twitter is very much open. You are publishing to the world, and you have a choice of either completely locking down your stream or having it open to everyone. There's no special security measures between that. And for that, because everything most people do is to the world, it's a very good way of publicising events, asking questions. It's a great way of getting technical support for both, for things from, like I was getting technical support for my email the other day over Twitter, and then also asking questions about how to do something in a specific language using specific designs. It's a great way of publishing data to the rest of the world for people to then see and respond to.
Right. What sort of people do you follow in your professional work and life?
Professionally, I follow a lot of developers, PHP developers, and also colleagues as well.
Do you know any disadvantages of Twitter? Have you ever faced with any?
140 characters can be somewhat limiting. I've not really, no. Not apart from that. No, I find it very useful.
Do you use LinkedIn?
Yes, I do. Sort of.
Uh, do you know any? Do you know anything about social media policy for internal and external communication?
Yes, I have read it, but it was quite a while ago.
Okay. As a web developer, how do you see future of social media?
I see it as being whereas at the moment it's coming less and lesser extent, but you have these very much separate networks. You have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have LinkedIn. I can see there being a unification, not necessarily between the networks themselves, but with the fact that they all have APIs. There are going to be more of these consolidation applications, which will allow you to do more across networks. Because I already synchronize my Twitter and LinkedIn, for example, because I'm never on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn gets my Twitter feed. So I can see those consolidating in that way.
What advice would you give to someone who is just starting out?
I would say, first of all, I would say be careful of everything you say. Everything you say on the network, it will be there forever. Whether or not you delete it, it's still out there. Somewhere this has already been recorded. Be very careful what you say on it. Also, don't be afraid to. It's also, I know it's slightly contradictory, but don't be afraid to be unprofessional. I don't mean, libel is obviously a big issue, but don't be afraid to be jokey. Start a few, be a bit devil may care at times. Start to spark debate. That's what it's great at doing. If you want a general consensus, say something slightly controversial, not offensive, but slightly controversial, and you see what response you get. It's a great way of gauging and starting a debate.
Do you think that use of social media has helped you to succeed to achieve your current position?
I certainly feel it has helped me as a professional become more knowledgeable about my area. Yes. Without social media, I would not be the developer I am today. There are things that I've discovered through social media which I have now integrated into what I'm doing so heavily that without social media I wouldn't have discovered them.
Do you have blog?
Yes, I do.
And for which reason do you blogging?
Well, I've got a couple of blogs. My main one, rickogden.com, is
me and my interests. Generally technical blog, but not limited to. So I will put on there any ideas I have, some concepts, some things that I've been debating. My blog, in a lot of ways, actually is a lot for me, because it's a sort of way of me making a note of something, so that if I need to do it in the future, I can then refer back to my own blog. And if other people find it useful as well, that's great. So mainly technical, some personal, and things of interest as well that I want to record.
Do you have a social media policy document that can be shared?
Me personally? No, the university has one, but I don't personally have one.
Alright, thank you very much. I cannot see anything.
Perfect.
I think we asked.